So matter of fact, one of my favorite, it's that the Uncle Matt's one, the one that you did, the Indiana Jones one. That one was so official, dude. Like I was like, do you mind if we show a little bit of it?
Do it, man. Do it.
Okay. Let's see this a little bit of it right now.
Yeah, we had a really good time shooting this.
It's amazing.
We were laughing the whole time.
I like the suspense.
I shot this with my buddy Josh and Hang Loose. You know Hang Loose.
Yes. Damn, I want some of the orange juice right now, bro.
The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
All right. Welcome to Flash Talks, history worth listening to. Today we have a special guest, my brother from another mother. Let's start introducing this man, Johnny Tsunami, aka B-Boy Exclu. The only is an all-around performer, entertainer with many skills ranging from DJing, b-boying, acrobatics, tumbling, stunt performer, power still jumper. Damn, this guy does it all. Still walker, MC, event host, dancer, videographer, editor, producer, director, choreographer, just to name a few. Isn't that funny? Just to name a few. Born and raised in Miami, Florida, and his parents are Cuban and now residing in Orlando, Florida. Exclu has been b-boying and a part of hip-hop culture for over 20 years. That's 2 black belts. That's 2 masters, like 10-10, like come on now. He's been down with a crew called Aerobat Skeletons, Illmatic Flow, the legendary crew Ground Zero Crew, and an all-star kind of crew called Shoguns of the Circle. Johnny Exclu Rivero is a SAG-AFTRA stunt performer, actor, and has over 15 years of experience in entertainment industry and will take your event to the show to the next level. So right now, let's put his demo on real quick before even introducing him. Damn! Yeah, Flash Talks, history worth listening to. My man Exclu, the only. Damn, bro, you're the James Bond of b-boying.
You
I,
know it, baby.
I said it. So from now on, is the James Bond of b-boy. Yeah,
That's a new one.
I'm just saying, and I usually call you Johnny, Hollywood Johnny.
Yeah, yeah.
But that's it. Forget Hollywood Johnny, bro. James Bond of b-boying. What's up, brother? What's up? What's up, yo? So what do you think? What do you think of the layout? Tell me, talk to me.
That was a hell of an intro, man.
Dude, intro.
That was the only intro.
Dude, I wanted to get up from my seat and freaking do a gainer, bro.
Yo, that was ill, man. I was so hyped. I'm like, damn, that's a hell of a presentation.
Damn, brother.
Bro, this is official. Yo, and I like the X over here.
Oh, you see that? You see that?
Kid.
Ah, there you go, brother.
That's subliminal.
Yep, that's inspired by the only. You know what I'm saying?
Dang, that's tight, bro.
Yeah, but you see the b-boy and the b-girl who's there?
No, it's K and U.
Yeah, brother. Oh, so now, what do you see everywhere? Like, mention what you see on the screen. Just mention what you see on the screen right now.
Yo, this is freaking tight, bro. This is my life right here. This is my life on the screen.
Talk to me about your life. What do you see?
This is my life from A to Z.
Okay.
Man, like, it got everything going on here. We got the MCs, we got the graffiti art, we got the DJing, and we got the B-boys. That's my life, man.
Now 100%. That's the 4 elements of hip hop, right?
Yes, sir.
Check this out. Check this out. This is the dope part of this. You know they've always been saying that's 5 elements of hip hop, right?
Right. It depends.
Where is the 5th element right now in the entire screen?
We are.
There you go. Right away. You hit it on the dot.
Man. It's about unity, man. It's
exactly.
About yeah, and living life, man. Damn.
This is the knowledge. This is the part that we talk about your history, our history together, how you grew up in the hip hop culture, your life, how you gotten to being such an amazing person. And I've seen you grow through the years. And the reason why I'm doing this show is basically to showcase the 4 elements. And like I said earlier, the knowledge, the history, our conscious being. This is what creates the 5 elements of hip hop. And the reason why I'm doing this is basically to give you the flowers here while you're on earth. This is a thank you to you, brother, because I've seen you from the beginning and you've grown up like to be such a dope person and successful, and I've seen it, bro. And I wanted to say thank you, and I'm proud of you, and I love you, brother. And this is the reason why I'm doing this here, because I want this that 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, let's say 100 years from now, this is going into the internet, and once it goes to the internet, it's infinity, it's forever. So I want to make sure that maybe 50 or 100 years from now, who knows? Maybe aliens are typing in b-boying Exclu, and boom, they see this show and they can actually hear about you and know what you're all about, your history and all that good stuff. But welcome to the show, Flash Talks, history worth listening to. How you feeling? How talk to me, what's going on through your mind right now, brother?
I'm blown away. But at the same time, I'm not surprised because it's coming from you.
Okay. Thank you, brother.
I'm proud of you for doing this because I know you always wanted to do something like this. And this is official with 10 whistles.
Okay. Now, this is crazy because it's been taking me the thought was 5 years ago. Just the thought.
I remember.
Then 2020, in 2020, of course, we got to skip that. But 2020, during the pandemic, I was just here, like, just thinking, like, how can I do the show? So I just started writing a lot, making the show different. I brainstormed so much for this show that it's called analysis paralysis. Analysis paralysis is when you think so much and you do so much that you paralyze yourself and you don't even know where to start. So I had to kind of like stop for like a whole year. I kind of like, I didn't let it go. I put it in the back of the files.
Right.
But then one day I'm here just sitting down and it just came to me and it was like, it's time. It was like, it's time. That's it. I already had the show ready. Everything was ready. I just didn't apply it, which we'll get back into that. But I ended up applying it and I'm like, yo, I got to launch this show. A lot of my family has passed away. A lot of my friends have passed away. And we're just running out of time, man. And everyone is running out of time and we got to just do it all as fast as we can and do whatever it takes just to make it, you know what I'm saying? And we'll get back to that, but let's start off with you, like just about your life. Like basically, where were you introduced into the hip hop culture?
I was introduced into the hip hop culture.
Yeah, like how were you? Like meeting who you met and all that
check
stuff.
it. So before that, I was really into playing baseball. So I played baseball all my life. So I was pretty active. I was always like an outdoor kid. Like I was always outside playing. I was always into like pretty much doing like Jackass type of stuff before it was even Jackass. If you think about it now, I was always into like recording and like I was always like masterminding like crazy ideas and like my neighborhood friends like, oh, jump off my roof, we'll get it on video, like doing that stuff. So I was always an active kid. And like I said, I played baseball. But so I went to this skating rink when I was a kid. It was probably like 1998, 1999. And that skating rink was called Hot Wheels. And that was the first time that I actually saw somebody breaking. And at that time, man, this is going to be crazy because I can't go into too much detail. But in that time, there was a lot of like booty crews and like that kind of stuff going on. There wasn't really a lot of B-boys. But I did see one B-boy, and to this day, I don't know who it was. So, I mean, if we could find out who it was, that would be freaking lit. But, yeah, to this day, I don't know who it was, but I did see him doing, like, head spins and windmills. And ever since then, I was hooked. And I was like, man, I got to, like, find more people that do this. So then I kind of, like, ran into some other people, and then I went to my first jam because I found a flyer at Hot Wheels.
Okay, so let me stop you right there because you just mentioned you went to Hot Wheels and you saw a random person breaking.
It was a random B-boy because to this day, I don't know who it was.
Now, do you know that was breaking? That was called breakdancing or breaking or B-boy? You didn't even know what the hell that person was doing?
Not really. Like I knew like, oh, that was like break dancing from like, you know, the media or whatever, but I wasn't really like, oh my God, this is like, I know exactly what it is. But at that moment I was like, yo, I gotta do that. That's fucking sick. And ever since then I was like, man, I really want to like see more of this because like I said, it was only like one person. Everybody else was doing the booty dancing and like the booty crew.
Oh yeah, it was the booty bass type of like the loop, like the loop. The Doodle Brown and all that music.
So that was like 90, 98, 99.
How old were you?
I was young, man. I mean, I'm 33 now, so.
Okay, so but try to go back to how old was Johnny at that time? Like did your parents take you to the skating rink?
Yeah. I went with my parents. They dropped us off. I was with my sister, and a bunch of other friends. And we were just skating, but then there was the center part of Hot Wheels that people used to go in and like take breaks and just hang out. And then that's where the dude was breaking and doing all sorts of power moves and shit. And I was like, man, I got to get into that. And then as we were leaving, because I got to make it a short story. We can't be here all day. But as I was leaving, I saw a flyer, and that flyer was to like a random B-boy event. And then from then I was like, yo, I gotta go.
Do you remember what was on the flyer? Like at all? Like try to think of what you thought was on the flyer. Like if you could go back to that moment when you picked up the Hot Wheels flyer and you were like, yo, this is like,
what is this?
Like, yeah, so you were like, what is this? And did it say DJ, B-Boys, graffiti? Did it talk about the culture? What did it have? Like
Yeah, it had like it was like a B-boy competition one-on-one for like
Okay.
200 for like $200. And I'm like, what the heck is this? I took that flyer home. And
Okay.
then I didn't go to that event. But then after that, I went to Hot Wheels again, and then there was another skating rink that we used to go to that a lot of people don't talk about. It was called Super Wheels.
Okay. Super
Because
wheels. Yeah.
Hot Wheels is the famous one that everybody knows. But there was another one called Hot Super Wheels. So then maybe like, I don't know, almost like a year later, I still had that in the back of my mind. I'm like, man, that shit's cool. And, I would kind of like search it on the internet, but there wasn't really there wasn't YouTube or anything at that time. So there was like, I would find little like forms and off of the word breakdance, and it would be like
Okay.
little clips, and you would see like, I mean, now I know you would see clips of like Cujo, or like a little clip of some dude doing a 90, and that was it. They weren't long clips. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
remember those
Yeah.
forms?
Definitely. Definitely. Yes.
I don't remember
I,
what were those forms called.
I think it was probably like at that time it was bboy.org.
Yeah, like bboy.org, and they had,
Bboy.org. And I remember Who Can Roast the Most forum. I know Ground Zero already had like 90, I don't know what year, 94, no, 95, 96, or 97, around there. They already
right.
had a forum. And I believe there was, I'm not going to say Bebo World existed, but I know there was maybe the freestyle session forum was
I
out
mean,
there too.
yeah, eventually I found out about all of that. But like, let's say we fast forward like a year or two later, and then I ended up going to my first jam, like real hip hop jam ever. And I said, yo, I talked to my dad. He's like, hey, I really want to go to this event. That was Pro Am 2001. I'll never
Oh
forget it.
man, I was there and we didn't
Yes,
even know each other,
yes,
bro.
exactly. Everybody was there. So then after that, in 2001, and leading up to this, I would like practice little things here and there in my garage, like with the kids that lived in my neighborhood. But like until that jam, that's when I really got into it, and that's when I met other people, and then I got more connected into the scene. But that was off of that jam, and my dad dropped me off in the front, and there was a bunch of MCs, like hardcore hip hop heads in the front, like lined up, and I'll never forget it. Like everybody was there. Africa Bambaataa was there. Fucking Ken Swift was there. Like everybody was there. I mean, you were there.
Yeah,
Like
it's crazy.
everybody was at that jam. So that was the one that was like, yo, I gotta get into this, like for real, for real.
You're
And
like,
then
yo, for sure you gotta get down.
yeah, exactly. So then after that, then I kept going to Hot Wheels and I met more people. And like I met like Mario and Franco and all these people. And then, then I went into high school and then we formed like little crews here and there. And then like, I met Bebe and all these people. But like, I mean,
Now, this was at
that's like,
Proams, or you
no,
didn't meet
this is
anyone at Proams?
no. At Pro Am, I was alone. I was just watching.
Oh, okay. So now, does it bring you a little bit like to this time right here? Boom.
That's the one, kid. I'm there. I'm freaking there. Like, oh, that's a Summit. That's B-Boy Summit.
Well, actually, yeah, that's actually B-Boy Summit.
That's B
Let's
that's
go. Let's
that's
go to
B-Boy
let's go
Summit.
to 2001 Proams then.
Oh yeah.
I think this is the one right here. Let's see, because I remember. Was it this one?
Nah.
No.
Is it? No, it wasn't. Yeah, that's it. At the Ramada upstairs.
Yep.
I was there. Man, if you watch that, if anybody watches that video, everybody that was anybody at that time was there. Am I right or am I wrong?
Yep. You're 100% right, my brother.
And I'm talking about not only b-boying, because people are like, we're not just going to talk about b-boying. I was talking about all the poppers were there. All the illest b-boys were there. All the illest MCs were there at the time. All the illest graph writers were there, because people forget jams back then had graph writers. Oh, look, that's Zoob and Mario's sister, and that was Bebe, and that was Tails over there.
So you're watching all this. So you're there watching these battles and stuff, and you're like, "What the hell is going on?"
Yeah, exactly. Like, this is crazy. And I
Let
mean,
me
you could imagine all these characters. I mean,
let's go forward. Boom. Then the
yep, yep.
battles, right?
Yeah, I was actually back over there on the right. I was in the front on the
So
right.
you're watching all of this go down.
Yep.
So you're watching all of this going down, and you're like, "What the hell is this?"
Yes,
Like,
yes. And after that, I got hooked. I was like, and I was still playing baseball at the time. But what really got me into it was after I got hurt. I broke my thumb. If you see right there.
okay, okay.
Yeah, I broke my thumb. I was playing center field. That was my position, and I broke my thumb in like ninth grade. And after that, I was like not playing baseball because I broke my thumb. And after that, I got really into breaking. And that was like, when I met, Mario and Franco and George and all the, all those guys.
Now, who were your teachers? Your main inspirations, like your mentors, people that were there for you, like meaning from the beginning till now, like all the way through. Just name a few of the heads that were like that started introducing to you the elements, like they were basically mentoring you and teaching you. They put you under the wing and they say, "Yo, man, this is DJing, this is b-boying, b-girling, this is emceeing, this is graffiti," and and then you kind of tell there's a culture, something like there's something going on, like some type of community. Like who were your teachers? Who are these people? Like,
Right, right. I think honestly, my teachers, I didn't really have like a direct teacher at those times, but I did have my friends, and those are like my crewmates and stuff. Because everybody in our crew was either a b-boy, a graph writer, MC. Like everybody did multiple elements at that time. So like I guess those were my teachers, my friends, my crew.
like who like try to name some of the names. I want to hear names, like the people that were there, even like what I'm saying, like just think
But like
about,
at that, you're just talking about at that time, right?
yeah, that time, like slowly working your way up to all the way to
So yeah, like
2022.
well, yeah, so man, that's
It doesn't have, you don't have to name specifically everybody, but like throw names out. Like who were there? Who was helping you learn the hip hop culture? Like who was
everybody in my
guiding
crew.
you? But
Everybody in my
who?
crew.
But who was your crew? Like, what crew is this?
Mario, Franco.
So you just came up with a crew out of nowhere, and then you just started like,
Well, yeah, those were all the people we were practiced with. So eventually we turned into like we were just friends, and they had like their own crew, and I wasn't really in that crew, but we would still practice together. We would go train and stuff, and then eventually certain people from that crew left, and then the guys that were still breaking at the time were like me, Mario, Franco, George Lega, shoot, Xavier. We all kept breaking, so we were the last of like that Kendall scene of the up and coming guys.
so
Because
this is all
remember,
in Miami. This is all happening in Miami.
this is all happening in Miami and Kendall. So
Okay.
remember, at that time in Kendall, it was Ground Zero, and then Flipside Kings,
Mm-hmm.
and like all those guys. But
Yeah. Before
then
then
it
was
was
Street Masters.
right, but I didn't really like that wasn't even a thing at that time.
Yeah, yeah. You didn't even know. Like they didn't come back again
No,
because they
they didn't have
disappeared. They came back later.
yeah, they hadn't come back yet. So at that time it was Ground Zero, and I'm talking about in that Kendall Miami scene. It
All
was
right.
Ground Zero, Flipside King, and then the up and coming guys, which were all of us.
But y'all didn't have a name of a crew yet, or was
They
it
had
kind of like?
they had a crew which was like uh what was the name of that crew? It was man, I can't Illmatic or something like that. It was like just Illmatic. It wasn't like Illmatic flow how it is now.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
Okay,
it
okay.
was it was like Illmatic or something like that. I
So
can't freaking
then, so
remember.
then, when did it turn into like Aerobat Skeletons? Like, was this before
Right
Aerobat
after that.
Skeletons?
So right after that, after those most of the guys that were in that crew left and stopped breaking in a way. We kept breaking, like me, Xavier, Franco, Mario, and a few others, and then we formed Aerobat Skeletons. That's how
Nice.
that came about. And then that
Okay.
came up. Well, actually, no. Time out. It wasn't Aerobat Skeleton. It was Illmatic. So we kept that
Illmatic.
crew. Yes, we kept that crew. And then eventually we kept going up jams and we battled with those crews. and then we came up to Orlando, and then Prism. We met, Prism was involved, and then from there, when Prism got in, he was a part of Ground Zero, and then that's how we formed Aerobat Skeletons because of Prism.
I see. So Ground Zero, which Prism is part of, he basically said, I'm gonna basically kind of like help out or kind of like,
He basically was like, I'm gonna form my own like side crew.
And then Aerobat Skeletons came about, and then Demos, you, Xavier,
Right.
Mario,
Exactly.
you guys started doing that. And I remember back then, like Aerobat Skeletons, dude, you guys started dominating like the scene.
So then, we would still practice, randomly with like Bebe and Ground Zero and stuff like that. So that's why we had that whole like battle attack mode kind of mentality that obviously Ground Zero originated.
Yes.
Like if you ask anybody that knows about that and was around in that time knows that way of battling is the Ground Zero tactic.
Yeah, like very aggressive.
It's very aggressive, very strategic, like routines. Rounds,
and everybody's sweet as hell, man. Everybody's cool as hell. But during the battle, you guys come in.
Yeah, everybody's mad cool when we're not battling. But I guess it was like a way for us to like, I don't know, whatever we were going through individually at the time, we would release it in those battles. And everybody goes through stuff individually. So I think that was a way for all of us to like, release that.
It was your outlet.
It was the outlet. And it's still outlets for B-boys nowadays, I think, like when they battle and stuff. Because like, I even like nowadays, like people are like, yo, you don't really compete anymore or anything. It's like, no, I don't compete in B-boy battles, but I compete within my life.
Okay.
So I took that same like battle strategy and like mentality, and I still get that crave, but through like other things that I do, which is entertainment.
Now, who were your inspirations that you used to look up to, like B-boys that you kind of met and saw either through videos or live that you were like, yo, I want to be like that or even better?
Yo, the crazy thing is, it's like my style, I'm kind of like an all around, like, I like power, flips, tricks, originality, footwork. Like I'm an all around B-boy the way I see it. But it's crazy. Like one of my first B-boy inspirations was freaking Cujo. And I look nothing like him. Like I break nothing like him. But I just think he inspired me a lot because it was just like I would see him and be like, all right, anything's possible because he's doing like out of this world like moves that nobody else is doing. And he was like at first a big inspiration of mine in a weird way.
Okay, who else besides Cujo? Because Cujo's super fresh, original dude way back. I've known that cat for years. And
I really like the European cats like Storm. I really like Tough Kid.
Oh man, Tough Kid.
I really like Benny from Flying Steps.
Oh, okay. So you name me the heavy hitters from Flying Steps.
Yeah, because those guys and like Storm and stuff, like they were all around B-boys and they had really amazing clean power, clean footwork, clean up rock. Everything was stylish. They dressed fresh. They looked fresh, and I kind of like. I think I based my style off of those.
I was gonna say, how when you first saw this, how did it make you feel?
Ooh. That's the truth, man. That feels so good to me right there. That is I've always wanted to recreate that moment. Just to do it.
Yeah, for real.
I've always wanted to recreate that, man. That's such an iconic moment in breaking history. Because a lot of people started breaking because of that.
Yep. I actually wanted to.
Pexter? Who's that?
Yeah, that's Powerful Pex.
He lives out here in Florida?
Yeah, he's in Kissimmee.
Yo, that's fresh. Hey, you still recording, right?
Yeah, I am.
Man, this is official right here. Don't blink, kids. You'll miss it.
Damn, brother. The style. Look at the style.
Yo, I love the style in this, man. And that's another thing. With me, man, breaking's all about style. And it's like what Ivan, the urban action figure, always said. Shout out to Ivan. It's not about the move, it's about the groove.
Yep. Oh, man, Mr. Wave, brother.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, this still hits.
That feeling,
This is iller than the stuff I see on Instagram.
Official. Look at that. Look at Leroy.
Yeah, man, I love this, man. This
And
is
it's
so
funny.
iconic for
I
me.
ended up, and then the trippy part is like I ended up being down with their crew, the third generation. I was
you're
with
talking
New
about
York City Breakers.
Yeah, New York City Breakers. The guys in the red, right?
Yeah, in the red. Yeah. Oh, look at Kenny, yo.
Oh, Ken Swift. You already know with the style. Here it goes with the burn. Down!
That's the original cock right there.
Yes, sir. Man, this is epic right here. Too much style.
Damn, brother.
Yeah, man, you gotta put this in because this is
Chino right here. Chino.
Oh, Chino, I know all about this guy. That's Incredible Josh. Incredible Josh.
No. That's not his uncle, nah. That's Chino. That's Chino Excel from New York City Breakers.
Oh, Chino Excel, not Chino the other guy.
No.
Who's this guy?
This is Buck 4. He
Oh,
was
Buck 4, yes, with the flip. Word. Yo, you're gonna put this in the thing we just did?
Yeah, we could do this. This is dope.
Put these clips. This is official.
Right? How did that make you feel when you saw that the first time, bro?
This makes
Right
me
here.
feel
This
like
part right here.
The
Look,
Roxy.
look right here.
Boom, bam. Look at him. He's gonna look. Ready? Watch up. Boom, bam. Yeah.
Flip
Mr.
rock.
Wait, that's Flip Rock.
Yeah, Flip Rock.
Yo.
Original Flip Rock right there.
Bro, I'll never forget because half these cats were in that little show called Graffiti Rock, right?
Yep, absolutely.
That's another one I've always wanted to recreate.
Look how
Yeah,
dope.
this is official. Yeah, too official.
And what about how did this make you feel right here?
Woo! The subway scene, Beat Street.
How did that make you feel when you saw that the first time?
This is like the only hip hop movie. This is the only real hip hop movie, ladies and gentlemen.
There's so many footage.
Look at that
bro.
framing. Look at that framing. Yo, come on, the wardrobe. This is real hip hop right here.
Yeah.
I love the Crocs. Bam, turn around. So this is basically what is Rocksteady versus what was the crew?
Rocksteady versus New York City Breakers, yeah.
That's Crazy Legs too, right?
Yeah.
Ken Swift's in there.
Yep. All up in there.
That's Buck 4, right?
Yep. It's amazing, bro.
Yeah, they did a really good job, man, on this. To this day, this movie still hits.
It's so dope, right? Like you looking at it right now, you're like, oh my god, bro.
Like, you know what's so crazy? It's like
so dope, right? So dope.
too official.
There's so much we could talk about, so many things.
There's so many angles, man. There's so many angles.
So I'm trying to cover like as much as I can. Now, do you remember, for me, this is one of the first footage that I saw clips of breaking, and I thought it was like special effects. Like when I was a kid, I was like, I was watching it and I'm like, that's funny what they're doing, but I didn't know that people could do that in real life until then I saw it. But this right here.
Have a good day.
That's Rabbi Freddy in the background.
Yeah.
Official adventures of the great master.
I saw him.
Yeah, that's the man right there. But this little clip right here, it means so much to me because I never saw breaking, but just this little piece when they lent me this VHS, and I didn't even know what the hell I was watching. I'm like, I saw him in the kitchen. I'm like, what the hell is he doing?
He's cooking up them breaks.
Yeah, like all this was like
Look at that,
alien.
like I lived that, man. Like we be rolling up linoleum till this day.
Yeah, look at it. Like me watching this, I was so confused. I didn't even know what these guys were doing.
I love it, man.
Look at that, bro. So basic.
But it's so fresh.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, man. Look at that.
What?
Bam. Woo! I miss this stuff, man.
Right, look at legs. Look at legs.
That's a terrible shot, by the way.
Very terrible. Oh, look at the man, Frosty
Wait, well,
Freeze.
that's Frosty Freeze. The name
That was
Freeze,
Frosty.
man. I got a lot of stories with Frosty, man. Surprisingly,
Yeah, man, that's another
he
one
used to
too,
hang
man.
out every time he used to come to Miami. He used to hang out with Bebe at Bebe's house.
Yeah.
He used to always have this little book with a bunch of pictures in it. And man, he had pictures of everyone from every jam.
Yo, you're not
I'm
lying.
like, when did he take this picture? And
Yeah,
like,
he used
you know
to
what?
always
I got
he
a
used to
picture
carry.
of you. I got a picture of you. And you're like, what are you talking about? And he'll be like, he'll go through it and be like, yo, that's you. Yo, Frosty Freeze, the name to please, rest in peace.
Yep, for sure. This footage right here, I remember I bought it. I don't know if it's 17th Street, but this is like probably like in 1995. I was like searching. I was going to every hip hop store asking people about if they have breakdancing videotapes or anything, and they're like, "This is a hip hop video that some guy, Mr. Wiggles, came." And I didn't even know who the hell Mr. Wiggles was at that time. He's like, he came and dropped them off like 2 days ago. They're pretty new. This is when they went on tour, Rocksteady Crew. And I was like, what? Bro, 7 gems, bro. Look, the beginning.
Man, look at the mills. Those are some nice head mills. Ooh, to halos. Who was that?
That's the next one, Maurizio.
Oh, no, Mauricio. Yes.
But this is 7 Gems intro video, bro. Look, I actually was there. That's the Manhattan Center, Rocksteady Anniversary, 1996.
Dang,
And they included it. Babito Forward is on there, DJ Slinky, DJ Scribbles, like, bro, it's all the Rocksteady members there. Like, look at that.
Break magazine.
Yeah, we call this 7 Gems because it's, look, watch. This is footage, bro, that, wait.
Man, look at those flares.
I know, dude. Look. Look, this is all.
That's what I'm saying, man. I miss that stuff, man.
Yeah, like all the graffiti and stuff, right?
Yeah, man.
Then you got the turntable list.
That's the
the
thing.
graffiti
the DJ
writer.
battles.
And they always do a show.
Yeah, man.
That was Rocksteady doing the show.
Official.
I think that was when Rocksteady Japan came out here, because they ended up battling. They ended up battling against each other, so Rocksteady could be down with Japan. So Japan could be down Rocksteady Japan.
Yeah, I remember that. A lot of that footage is in that documentary called The Freshest Kids.
Yes, like this is footage, dude, that people don't even have right now.
Whoa.
Like
straight concrete.
Yeah.
Sidewalk status.
Yeah. Watch.
Official.
This is another one that I wanted to show you.
That's Crumbs.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, that's my boy, man. Shout out to the only Donnie. Yo, Crumb's still getting down, man. He's nasty.
Talking about Crumbs. Check this out. I'm gonna show you something right now.
Donnie's the truth, bro.
Yeah, man.
I saw him in Atlanta. I went to his crib.
Boom. Check this out. Not a lot of people.
That's Cedar Rabbits, right?
No, that's actually somebody hitting. But check this out. This footage a lot of people don't have. And you mentioned Crumbs. I want you to look at this shit.
It looks familiar, son. I feel like I've seen this.
They actually used 30 seconds.
He throws
Yeah,
down with Remind.
yeah. They used 30 seconds in the Freshest Kids from this. This is actual footage of where they got it from.
Who took this video? There he is.
Um,
That's the clip from the Freshest Kids.
yeah, but this is the whole entire thing.
Boom. Arson.
Watch. All the guys from Cali came out. You had Super Dave there. Remember the Power Move Super Dave? You have a Mosquito.
Super Dave is one of the illest power movers from that time. This was what, like 98?
This is 1996.
Whoa.
I had like 3 years breaking already. I already met Troll and them 2 years before. Like the 1994
That's Super Dave, right?
yeah, Super Dave. He used to do the jackhammers right at the end.
Bro, that guy's legit. One of the illest.
Look at Donnie.
Shit, with the ponytail.
Yep.
Woo! Boom. Bam. Oh, damn. Continuous gainer back handspring. That's tight.
Yeah.
That's like where, in Times Square?
Yeah, it's downtown somewhere. I forgot where. Or Orko got me this footage. Bro, I'm gonna do Orko's videotape, his solo DVD. That's Orko right there. That's Orko. Yeah. That's Orko right there, man.
He's gonna hit a 90. He's gonna hit a 90.
He has to.
He has to, man. Here it comes, B. Ah! Nice.
Damn, this is like throwback, bro.
Crazy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. That's why I love video, man. It's a freaking... videos are time machines. I got a lot of freaking footage, B. Like, I got a lot of footage from what we talked about.
Good,
Like,
good.
I got footage that no one's seen.
That's what I'm saying.
I got footage that only, like, we've seen it. I don't even think you've seen it.
Probably not.
I got footage of practices. Like, it's crazy, man. I got a lot of footage.
Look at this footage right here. What? The first B-Boy summit, bro, I got. Nobody got this shit.
Who's that? Who's that?
I forget.
Bgirls,
Yeah, there's some Bgirls.
Who's that?
Oh shit, they said Johnny.
Yeah, go Johnny.
You know who that is.
That's Easy Rock. Is that Easy Rock or Super
That's
Dave?
correct, Easy Rock.
Oh, that's Easy Rock. He was one of the best from that time. That's the thing. See, I'm remembering people. I'm like, Easy Rock was one of the illest from the West Coast. He actually had a very, like, New York style.
Yeah.
But he was not from New York, though. He was from
No,
the West
no.
Coast.
He's from the West, and a lot of people don't know. He was actually a professional BMX freestyler.
Wow. Yeah.
Before he got down breaking.
Yeah. He has that vibe.
He was literally a professional dude like that was on the BMX. Oh, that's Crazy Legs. Crazy Legs. That's when Crazy Legs was on his prime, bro.
Right. What year is this?
This is 95.
Wow.
Look, like this is some of the.
Son.
Yeah, dude, this is throwback, bro.
You know what's so crazy? I like hang out with one of the best BMX riders still to this day. Flatland BMX rider. His name's Marcos.
Look at that, bro.
Fucking nasty. That's such a dope move, man. That's a lost move, man.
Yeah.
No,
But this footage, look at that, look at
D-Rock
that.
nasty, bro. Too much style. Bro, did you see that? Bro, he just coin jab out of nowhere.
I know, bro. This is amazing.
One of the illest. Whoa. Whoa.
That's Ivan. You know you gotta have the poppers.
I love it. That's a lost thing, man. That's that footage in the freshest kids, but during the day.
Yeah, yeah. You see, look at that.
Don't know the first thing. Too much. Well, listen, some people can't take too much knowledge in one shot.
You hear that? It's true.
Aren't used to absorbing so much information.
A turntable is an instrument, and you can make sounds off that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, these people are speaking some truth. Is that Hubert?
That's Cubert.
Yo, I didn't freaking know
But I
Hubert.
admit, there are some.
Yo, that's Easy Rock.
Yeah.
Like Blake said, they're on the flavor of the month, and they're just like into this one style for right now.
Battle. So when
Flow
I went
Master.
down to that
Wow.
Friday night, I walked
This dude's
in the
a
room
little
where
kid
the place
there.
was at, and I saw Lays and Wiggles, and I looked at him. I was like, yo, these.
That we teach the younger so they can grow up and they can
Yo,
teach
these
the
cats are
young.
really well spoken, surprisingly.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, you know, it's like this. Check it out. So what I'm saying is that, you know.
Uh-oh, Kenny.
Yeah.
That mofo's a real
You see?
B-boy.
There was a crazy battle here. Japan versus Rocksteady, Japan versus New York. Oh man. This is a real deal right here, bro.
Bro, this dude's so nasty, kid. That's like at his prime right there.
Yes.
Bro, he just... Bro, did you just see how small that cypher was and he hit all those power moves?
Look with a helmet.
On a helmet. Who does that?
Yo, the B-boys. Yo, man, the style was just the way you go
That's
down.
what I'm talking about. That is... You can't get that nowadays.
Look at that style, bro.
Oh, man. I'm so lucky I was able to see this stuff live.
Look at that, yo. He's feeling that shit.
That's the legs at his prime.
Yeah, bro.
Man, I remember that. Yo, let me get your beanie, man. I want to hit some spins.
Yeah, so
Hang glide.
efficient. Isn't that amazing, bro? Like, and then and then there's a power battle. Watch. Yo, watch that. Wait, I'll get to the power battle. There's a power battle. The dudes start going at it. Let me see if it's this one. Watch. Trying to look for the power battle. Oh, it's here, I think. Watch. This is where it starts. The battle. Rocksteady versus Japan.
Penny, man.
Yo, this is it right here, bro.
You guys go in. Nasty.
Oh shit.
Uh-oh.
Here it.
Whoa. Nasty.
15 years later, he got knee surgery.
Dang.
Ooh. So official, bro. Oh snap! The Japan. Yo, they come correct too, bro. Watch.
Nice. like that transition.
Oh, he pointed at Easy Rock, bro. Man, what this guy gonna do against that? What he just did? Oh, he going in. Oh,
Boom.
yeah,
That's right there in
bro.
front.
Bro.
And he had mad burns, bro.
Terror. Look at that getup, bro. Bow. Look, they're waiting. Who's gonna go out? Look, nobody going out. They're like, what's gonna happen now?
Look
Yeah,
at that cat with the camcorder.
he just shut it down, bro. Oh, burn one. That guy. Watch the power. The power moves starts getting in now. Watch. Right here. I think this is where the power happens. Watch. Watch.
And that energy in there must be insane.
Oh my God! Imagine that.
Where was this jam at in New York?
That's in California.
Oh, this was in California? Oh, the baby cry. Classic. Boom, there it is. That was so random.
Yeah, I don't know why they put that there, but
Ken Swift. Nice.
oh,
There it is. Uh-oh. Man,
damn!
damn. It's a Superman.
There you go, power. This is battle power.
That's it. Oh, the crawl, the turkey crawler.
They're battling them like on some cruise ship. Oh, dude, I'm telling you, man. It's not the same as before. Oh, the power moves, right? Ready? They couldn't fuck with them in flavor, so they're like, we gotta throw power.
Show me something, Larry. Takes off his shoes.
That was classic, though.
Classic.
Like everybody wanted to do that shit. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. Oh shit! Dude's like, yo, you hear the hypeness?
Mad people are talking shit.
Yo, people are like, yo, get him, get him.
I love it. Whoa. Wowzer.
Yeah, it's Flowmaster. Yeah, next. They said next. That's so funny. They said next. Yeah, these. They're bringing it. They're not there.
You getting tired, ho?
Oh shit!
Whoa, who's that?
I don't know, but that's I think that's Numbers. Bboy Numbers from Rocksteady.
He's got an RC.
Yeah. I think he's from Rocksteady from a Bboy named Numbers, if I'm correct. So now it's all about like, hey, who's gonna do power?
Where the hell is Super Dave?
No, they're watching on the side. It was the third day or the second day. I believe that they called out Rocksteady crew, Solomons. It's either the first or the second day. Rollmaster. Oh, they're brushing him away.
Somebody said that's not breaking.
Yeah.
That's not breaking. Uh-oh, with the helmet.
Damn.
Yo, who is that cat? He's nasty. Yo, who is this?
Yo, come on. Yo, look at the guys that it is. Yo, they're going back at, they're clapping back at freaking Rocksteady crew. Oh, that's yo, Easy Rock was like, oh, because you know they gotta wait after the power moves, after the everybody calm down. What the fuck is this all about? I don't even know why they put this in here. I don't remember seeing this like this. It's making my show even better. It's going way back for real, bro.
Have you interviewed any of these old school cats?
I will. They're gonna be probably on season 2. Because season 1 is my my loved ones, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh, that's a classic video right there.
Yep. I'm gonna take you back real quick to like a certain footage and tell me what were you doing there before, after, maybe something you haven't seen in forever, maybe you never seen it. So tell me a little bit about this footage right here.
Check it out. What the hell? Man, how the hell did you find that? That's on YouTube. That's at the Fountain Blue in Miami. That floor is not there anymore. Because I recently did a show there.
What was that all about?
So that was during Winter Music Conference, which you know all about.
Oh wait, that was the same year?
No. That was
okay.
Those were other years, but we did shows during Winter Music Conference. So that was one of the years. You weren't there though. But we would go because they would host those events at like the Fountain Blues and all the big hotels.
Because I remember when we went together, we met up. We met up down there.
And we did all the shows at the
I forgot what year was that, but I know that we performed for Kelly Osbourne. Who else?
John, guy on the piano. What's his name? John Legend.
John Legend, when he just first started. Yeah, remember that big pool? There was like a big pool.
Yeah, he wasn't even big. R2D2 was there.
R2D2. That was wow, because it was Ultra Music Festival and the music conference together.
Yes. Exactly.
And that was nuts. I have never in my life danced as much as I did, and I didn't even sleep, bro. Me and Prism drove from Orlando, and we did not sleep. We just kept going, and we weren't on anything. We weren't on anything. That's a funny thing. We were that was all natural, adrenaline, the B-boy adrenaline. We wanted this, and it's crazy. I was just looking through some of your footage and just things on the net, and yo, I saw this, and this is I was like, damn, look at this right here.
That's a Polish American club. Damn, that's a good one. I don't think I have that.
Okay. I could keep it going, but we gotta keep moving. We gotta keep moving because I know now. Do you remember when we met?
hold on, time out.
It's all good. You can take your time and think about it. Like, try to remember, because I've been thinking very hard.
I think I met you. I think the first time, because I heard of you, obviously, because we have mutual friends. But I think the first time we met, from what I can remember, was in Gainesville.
Damn, that's really good. That's really good. Now, wait, in Gainesville, was it the Soul Cypher?
I think it was one of those. And then, like, was that the time that you like called somebody out in the parking lot?
So I asked you, do you remember when we met? I believe that we met 2004, and you were in Everbass Skeletons already. And Prism, somehow we went to some jam somewhere. I don't know if it was in Miami or was it Gainesville. And I did call somebody out at a parking lot, and I forgot who it was.
Right.
And I remember that when I met you, you know, I met all the cats, like all the Everbass Skeletons.
All the crazies.
Like you guys were completely like the new thing. I was like, yo, man, these cats are dope. Like, it was kind of like it felt like a little X-Men crew, like the Avengers that were coming up, like the new ones. Because I already met Ground Zero crew in the past, and I already met Street Masters. Because it's funny, I'm from Street Masters time, like 92, 93, with Tro and them. Then Baby and then came after me.
Right.
Like Ground Zero came after me. And then after that, of course, I met Prism. And then once he told me, yo, he already mentioned you. He already mentioned all the cats. And I think I even seen footage of you already. I think I seen footage of you. And I believe it's this one right here, because Prism showed it to me. And he was like, yo, this is, because I was asking for like cats. Like, okay, I think it's this one right here. Watch this one.
Yeah, that's full deck.
Yep, and that he was like,
can you hear me right now?
I hear you perfect. I hear you perfect.
Yeah, so this full deck, what people don't know is that we battled right before this in a cipher.
Yes,
and
you guys were.
This was a showcase battle that Jeffrey and Joe from Catalyst wanted to put together. He was like, you know, in that time, he was like an arch nemesis, but we're super cool now. Like, we're cool.
Dude, I remember this. I remember, and you were Everbass Skeletons there, right?
Yeah, but this was like way after we met, dude.
No, but I'm just saying, like, I remember that they were showing me footage. I'm just showing like footage just to see if it could take you, if it was around that time or before. So now that you told me it's before that, I know where I met you.
Right, we met way before that. Way before.
Yes, way before. And I remember that because I remember that after that, we ended up going to Arkansas together.
Yes, we did the break show together in Arkansas.
Yes, we did that, and it was I believe Kicks, Prism.
I'll never forget. You're driving, you're going.
Yeah, I had to stay away, bro.
Dude's locking.
I had to. Yo, I couldn't. I needed to be there at a certain time. And then I'm like, damn, dude, if I don't stay awake all the way through, like, I'm gonna stop, I'm gonna get tired, and then I'm like, nobody's gonna be driving. And I was responsible of everyone, making sure everyone is safe. So lucky we went there, we did some showcases. It was pretty dope, man. It was a good time, but I know I met you a few years before that. Yeah. But then after that, like, dude, that's it. That's when I was like, yo, you're fam already, because I already saw you and Mario. You and Mario were like the ones, like my favorites from Everbass Skeletons.
Right.
The other ones were super dope.
Right.
But you guys were more personable. Like, you could actually have a conversation. You guys were just very close to us. And after that, a few years later, then you were like, yo, I'm going to move to Orlando. And dude, you came out to Orlando and you just started getting every gig, everything, bro. Like you became. That's when I said, "That's Hollywood Johnny right there," because it was crazy to you, like how you came up to Orlando and you just said, "I'm going to do this. I'm going to." Everything you said, you did it. Like it's so dope for those listening. Like it don't matter where you at, where you come from. The same way his parents are from Cuba, and there's a lot of socialism, a lot of communism out there, and you don't have rights out there, and this man has the opportunity, and he's not taking it for granted. So I value that because we don't have a lot of heads like you that are patriotic and believe that the United States of America is the best freaking country in the whole wide world. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
And having your family that's from Cuba, they could tell you. I was just having a conversation with Phantom, which he's also Cuban too.
Right.
And it's similar conversation in the sense of like what you guys went through and what your family went through.
Right.
So you grabbed life by the balls and you're doing it, bro. You're like you're really taking America and you're like, yo, let me use the tools and what you need to do in the United States of America to become successful. You know what I'm saying? So props to you on that. Props to you on that because not a lot of heads do that, bro. A lot of people just don't take advantage of the rights that we have here.
Right, and the opportunities,
Yeah, so many opportunity. Now, if you could go back to your rookie self, what would you tell yourself? Let's say you could go back to the young B-boy Exclu and you could teleport right now into a machine and you just arrive and you're like, yo, I'm freaking Hollywood Johnny or Johnny Tsunami or, the only one, because at that time you didn't have the only, right?
No, that came way after. That came up here in Orlando.
Exactly. So meaning you went back to the past and you talking to your rookie self. What would you tell yourself? It could be anything. It doesn't have to be about breaking. It could be life. What would be the secrets or the tools that you would just tell him just to make your life better, like as a kid, like a younger version of yourself?
Right. I think honestly, man, if I were to do that, one thing would be a physical conversation with myself as far as physicality and listening to your body, man. Like I learned that from performing a lot, and it's like being smarter with things that you do physically for longevity. So I would speak to myself about longevity and saying basically like, hey, you're injured. Should you really go do that battle? Because that battle, if you do that battle, even though you're going to win, if you win or you lose, regardless, you're going to do that battle. You're going to go all out and you're going to make that injury worse instead of just sitting out of that battle, waiting to recover and then going to the next battle.
It could be a show too, right? It doesn't have to be a battle.
It could be a show. It could be anything. So I would tell myself to really evaluate certain physical situations that I was in that I still feel to this day.
So you were basically giving advice like, yo, man, take care of that body. Like be nicer to your body. Like, be more kind to your body.
Cause like I'm big still on like, hey, if I'm at a job or at a show or creating a show or working on anything, I'm big on like, hey, we're gonna do whatever it takes to get it done.
Okay.
But we're still gonna be safe to get the job done. You know what I'm saying? So I would definitely go back and talk about that.
Now, is that the only thing you would tell yourself if you go to the past?
Nah, I mean, I would tell myself a bunch of things, but I mean,
you wouldn't say buy some Bitcoin. You wouldn't say that.
No, I would say, well, yeah, I would definitely say that. Man. Yeah, man, I would say, I mean, shoot.
Because remember, our listeners.
We were talking about B-Boys, so that's why.
Well, that's what I said in general, in life and everything. Like your rookie self, like that the Johnny that doesn't know that much, that is learning, is out there every single day. Of course, we're all learning every day, but I'm saying when your page was really blank, your book, the book on your life, you were just writing the first pages of the first chapter. So of your entertainment life or of your career or whatever it is. Like,
Right.
try to think of those things.
I
Like,
think maybe don't take things so seriously as far as like personal situations, like if somebody offends you or something like that. Because nowadays I'm able to be like, if somebody offends me, I'm like, okay, bye, I'm gonna keep it moving. But I learned that, the hard way through being in certain situations. But I would just say definitely like don't take certain things so seriously and oh man, I gotta think about it.
just picture Johnny in front of you, little Johnny sitting in front of you, and he's like, "Yo, man, I know you in the future. Yo, give me some advice. Like, hurry up. We don't got that much time. Like, tell me.
Right,
You already
right.
told me about my physical part. You told me about the physical part, which is really dope. And you also told me about like, don't take things serious. Like, I'm gonna have fun. I'm gonna have a lot of fun. I'm not gonna take things that serious. What else?
Right.
Come on, tell me. Hurry up, please."
You said hurry up.
It's you gotta. Johnny's about to bounce.
No, yo, I would say like listen and try to avoid people that aren't on your same wavelength.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's plays a big part in just my life now. Like I don't really hang out with certain people that are not on my same wavelength as far as like where we're going, what we're doing in the moment, what we're sharing in the moment. Like if I'm hanging out or if I'm training with somebody or if I'm working with somebody or whatever the case may be, and they're like on another wavelength and I'm like on this wavelength over here, like I need to just like steer away from that as soon as possible and keep it moving and find somebody
So,
else.
so little Johnny will say to you, "How can I identify that if they're on my wavelengths or not? Like,
Right,
how will you explain that to him? Like, if it has to be really quick, like,
right,
how will you explain it? Like, but how would I know if they're on my same
I would
lane?"
say go with your gut because like I had certain gut feelings at the time and I wouldn't listen to it. So listen to your gut and go with that initial feeling.
Dope, 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 dope. Now, Little Johnny went back to the past. You're already here now. What is something that people seem to misunderstand about you?
Ooh, that's a good question. I think people I don't get this a lot, but I've been in situations where I don't shit, man. I don't know. I do know actually. Seem to misunderstand about me.
Yeah, like something that people
Oh,
probably.
I don't know if this has to do with it, but I feel like I get this sometimes. It's like, yo, how'd you get that? Yo, how can I get this? How can I get so many gigs? Or hey man, how can yeah, like that. How do you get so many gigs? Like, yo, like how do you have so many skills? Like, what do you like? And people don't get it. It's like I work really hard for it, man. Like I work really hard for it, man.
Okay,
My
I
work,
see.
my
I
work ethic. My work ethic. People misunderstand how much I value my work ethic.
So they misunderstand in the sense that they think that
That
things
I'm
are
just
just
like
giving it to
handed.
you.
Yes, I feel like I don't see that as much, but I've seen it before in the past that people the way they approach me or the way they ask me certain questions, it seems like, oh, like how did you just get that?
I see.
How can I
Like,
how can I just get that? Like I didn't just show up, you know what I mean? Like that's what people I feel
yeah,
like people misunderstand that.
yeah. So people
Especially
misunderstand that you work
especially
hard at this, and
especially
you're.
for especially for me because like you show my like stunt demo that and that's just my stunt demo. Like I do a lot of things within entertainment. So it seems like, oh, like how does he do so many things? You know what I'm saying? It's like they think that I'll just get these gigs out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because you
They don't
put yourself
realize
there.
yeah, they don't realize the work and the time and the professional relationships that I've built over time, which companies and people could trust me and be like, "Hey, I'm gonna call Johnny because he's trustworthy." You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? It didn't just come out of nowhere. Like, "Hey, I want to be a DJ tomorrow," and I start doing DJ gigs. Like, for example, I started doing wedding gigs because of you and Al D. And that's because you guys, because I knew how to DJ, and then you guys gave me an opportunity to learn how to do weddings and learn how to do it the way you guys do it and your formula. And I could have just been like, no, I don't want to, I don't want to DJ weddings. But I said, no, I'm gonna take that opportunity, and then look what that led. That led me
Yeah.
to be able to do MC gigs, which I learned from doing those gigs.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying, like, I take opportunities. Yes, I take opportunities, but I work really hard to make those opportunities bigger and better.
So what people misunderstand about you, they think that things are just given to you and you're not working hard enough. But what they don't know is you work your ass off to do what you
Right.
do so many different things. So for those listening, you heard the man. You heard the man. He works hard. So if you want to get all those gigs and you want to do what Johnny's doing, get up, start freaking networking, start showing up, show up on time, and take your life serious and take other people serious and other people's time serious, and you'll be where he at. So now, question:
Yeah.
what are your best resources to learn to do what you do for a living? Like, like if I want to be Hollywood Johnny, or let's say the James Bond of b-boying.
That's hilarious.
If I want to be Johnny Tsunami or Exclu the Only, if I want to put, if I want to learn that, like I'm watching on Instagram or watching on Facebook or wherever I watch you on YouTube, and I'm like, man, I want to do what that guy does. Like,
Right.
and it's somebody that has never done anything. What's like the best resource? Like, where can they find to do what you do? Like, let's pick anything. It could be, let's say DJing.
Right. So what the DJing thing, speaking of the four elements of hip hop, see, like everything we do and everything I do stems from this right here, because this is technically all entertainment. There's music, there's art,
Mm-hmm.
there's, you know, hosting, which is emceeing, and there's dancing and acrobatics, which is b-boying. So like you got to take one of those things and like practice really hard at those things and find other people that do those things, and eventually that would lead to an opportunity that has to do with doing that for a living and making money out of it in some way.
So you will say that the best resources is just like go out there and search for people. Do you think they have to go on YouTube, or do you think
Yes.
they
And
can?
nowadays it's like freaking easy, man. Like nowadays it's easy. You could just type whatever it is you want to do on YouTube and or on Instagram or on TikTok, and you find other people that do it within your city. So you find out, oh, or you write to them and say, hey, where are you guys doing this? Like, do you guys have meetups? Like, can I go meet up? Is it exclusive? Like, find whichever way you can to meet up with these other people that do those things, and, hang out with them, practice with them, and build with them. And then eventually you'll get really good at whatever that is. And those people or somebody within that scene will give you an opportunity to be like, hey, I got this one gig and you fit the perfect, look, or you fit, or hey, I have this guy that, if you're speaking of DJing, hey, I have this DJ gig, I can't do it and nobody else is available, and you know how to DJ, right? Yeah, I know how to
Mhm.
DJ. Oh, can you do this? There's your opportunity.
Okay,
You know what
cool,
I'm saying?
cool.
And that happens all the time, man. That happens all the time. And that comes with like paying your dues within those things that you do.
Now, doing you're a DJ, of course. You MC, you do stunts, you still walk, you power skip, you break,
Videography.
videography, directing, you edit, you do a bunch of stuff. Now, what is the greatest lesson you've learned so far since the beginning? Like your greatest lesson, like the one that you're like, my greatest lesson. Just think about that right there for a second.
I think the greatest lesson is like with whatever it is you're doing, really like be in the moment, and be in the moment of whatever it is you're doing, and live it to the best of your ability, man.
So is that just the only lesson you've learned?
No, I've learned.
Like try to give me a more in depth of a lesson that went to your heart since the beginning of your career.
a lesson, like a lesson. Like, what do you mean by a lesson? Like what
Just,
kind of?
trials and tribulation, things that have happened to you, or things that stay away from that, don't do this, or just different things that a lesson, it's like a lesson, like things that you learned throughout your entire career.
I got to think about that.
What is the greatest lesson you've learned so far since then, since the beginning of your career?
Always stay true to yourself, no matter what, and never believe the hype. And yeah, man, stay true to yourself, no matter what.
Like stay to your own beliefs.
Yes, and don't look at what other people are doing. Like, get inspired by other things and always make them your own. Like, always make them your own. Always make them your own.
Okay. So now, do you read books? Are you into like books and stuff like that?
I'm into like podcasts, to be honest.
Okay, so audiobooks or podcasts. It's audiobooks and podcasts are kind of almost the same.
Because the thing is, like, since, obviously I do a lot of things and I'm always on the go and, I'm always driving and going to the next gig or doing this, or, you're at a gig, you don't really have like time or like quiet time. So like with it, I do listen to a lot of podcasts.
Okay, so now what will be one that you will highly recommend?
Patrick Bet-David podcast.
Okay,
no matter what.
value entertainment, right?
Valuetainment, yeah. Look up Valuetainment and
Valuetainment.
Yeah, Valuetainment has other podcasts within their realm.
Okay, so follow that. Like start there.
I don't know. That's what I listen to.
Dope.
You guys can do whatever you want.
For real. That's good. Now, do you believe a person is defined by what they do for a living?
Absolutely not.
And why is that?
I think you're defined by how you are in the moment with other people that you're living that moment with.
Okay, give me some example, like something. Talk to me about it.
Let me see. Do you believe a person is defined by what they do for a living?
Meaning, let's go back to, let's say, imagine.
No, I think a person is defined by who they are in the moment. Like if I'm hanging out with you, and we could just hang out, have a good time, have a good experience, and don't talk about what we do for a living.
I see what you're saying. Meaning, it's about.
That's what I mean by living in the moment with that other person or whoever it is you're sharing that experience with. It could be your friends, your family, your dog, like your cat, whatever it is. I think that's what defines you, to be honest.
Okay, I see what you're saying now.
And your heart. A lot of people don't have heart. You gotta have heart, man. I see that's like becoming a lost thing. Like people don't have heart. And they don't like truly and genuinely love what they do. They basically are doing it because they think it's just like the cool thing to do or like the new thing to do. Like everything I do is because I truly love it. Like I truly love it. And I would do it for free.
Dope. Now, what is your definition of success?
Definition of success, man, that's like multi-dimensional.
Yeah, whatever it is, whatever you think success to you is, break it down for the listeners, because some people are going to be listening to this, some people are going to be listening to it and watching it at the same time. So
I think, okay, what I think success is when you're able to do something that could be anything you're doing and you truly are 100% happy with what you're doing in the moment.
Okay, so meaning it doesn't matter about the money.
No, it doesn't matter about the money, because that's just, I mean, that's something we could talk about for like 3 hours, but
So a
That's
broke
just a
somebody that
facade.
doesn't have money, they could be successful, right?
Yes. That's just
Okay.
my definition of success.
Well,
Obviously, there's
I
definitions
believe
of
that.
success within like business and like other things and like yeah, making money and all these things. But I think like true success is when you can live life and live it up to the best of your ability and be happy and not have any worries or like regrets. I
Dope,
think that's
dope,
what
dope.
success is.
Now, going back into the culture and moving on from you living in Miami and then you moved out to Orlando, you start doing entertainment. Now you're performing, you're battling, you're doing little stunt
Producing.
show, producing, directing, doing little films here and there. As a matter of fact, one of my favorite, it's the Uncle Matt's one, the one that you did. The Indiana Jones one, that one was so official, dude. Like I was like, do you mind if we show a little bit of it?
Do it, man. Do it.
Okay. Let's see this a little bit of it right now.
Yeah, we had a really good time shooting this.
It's amazing.
We were laughing the whole time.
I like the suspense.
I shot this with my buddy Josh and Hang Loose. You know Hang Loose.
Yes. Damn, I want some of the orange juice right now, bro. That's so official. Yo, you really did it good, man. This is like the trophy right here, bro.
That's a fun project. Yep.
The other ones were dope, but this is for me. It just makes. I'm attached to Indiana Jones, so maybe
Yeah,
I'm a little biased.
Yeah, I did, and I did everything for this actually. I produced it. I filmed. Well, when I wasn't on camera, I came up with all the shots. I edited it. I did the sound design.
This is so official, dude. Yeah, like I'm gonna put. I thought you were gonna just put one orange. I was like, you're like matching the weight. Yeah, the running is the funniest. Cause you're pretending that like the floor is moving and shit is fucking going crazy, right?
Right.
Yeah, that's exactly how they do it too. That was official. That was so good, man.
Uh-oh. Jimmy. Antonio. Keo. Arrow.
Hand over the juice. This one? Yeah, give me that.
It's almost, it's like Kung Fu Hustle.
Yeah, that was a vibe.
That's a shot.
There it is.
During that part, who was the cameraman? That was Josh?
No, it's actually Theo, man. He couldn't, because we didn't really rehearse that. That was all made up on the spot. And we didn't have that much time left, so we had to shoot it really quick.
I thought you were admit. I'm the real deal, just like my orange juice.
Yo, that is so official, bro.
Yeah, we had fun, man. It was a good project.
Well, I hope that man freaking sponsor you for the rest of your life.
Yeah, no, it's still, yeah, we still talk, man. Yeah, we still talk.
That's so dope, bro. Like I saw that, I was like, damn, that's so official. And you're doing this like to either you trying to like make it into videography or like to be like a director, or is it you just like doing it for fun? And if it does end up being some pro level that you're doing movies everywhere, then you go for it, or is it just something that you're doing besides all your different streams of income from still walking and all that?
What's the question? Because you cut off a little. You got cut off on that question.
So meaning you're directing in your video. Is there a reason you're doing it? You're doing it just to have fun with it,
No,
or
so
is it one of the things that you do as like your streams of income, like different ones?
Right. So yeah, I do definitely get paid to do a lot of the video stuff, but it's just a more of a passion thing than anything else. But yeah, it's just something else that eventually I'll do more of when I can't physically do all the stuff that I'm doing right now. You know, we'll try to rock it till the wheels fall off, though.
Yes, definitely, for real, for real. Try and do everything, right? It's all good.
Yeah, we'll try to do everything physically till the wheels fall off.
Well, nowadays you have. Do you feel that you have to do all different type of things if you just want to be your own boss? Like,
right? Yeah. Exactly.
If you don't want to work for anyone, you just can't have one thing unless it's something very popular that everyone wants. But the fact that like you have your own company for for LEDs, for the still walkers, the robots LED. And besides that, you as a director, you do editing for videos. You shoot a lot of it too. You do stunts too. So all these things that you're doing, you're just going with it as you age, and one of them is gonna hit. Is that how you feel? Like one of them is gonna hit. One of them is gonna land.
Yeah, I feel like everything I'm doing is landing at the right time. So I'm just, if I feel like, I'm doing the stunt thing, like physically, I'm doing it, but then I'm also doing the behind the scenes of those stunt things and those film things. Like I'm learning how to shoot previews. So, eventually I could just shoot previews and then, stunt coordinate as opposed to actually being the stunt performer. So, I'm kind of like lining myself up to learn all those different things within, if you're talking about the stunt industry, or if you're talking about the DJ industry, or if you're talking about, the stilt walking industry, just within entertainment, because all those things are entertainment. So that's why I kind of look at myself as like an all around entertainer.
Okay.
Because I just don't like performing on stage. I like the behind the scenes side of it. I like, building shows. I like choreographing shows. I like, editing those shows. I like shooting those shows. I like everything within entertainment. So I kind of try to learn a little bit of everything.
And do you always bring a little bit of hip hop in your heart everywhere you go?
Everywhere I go.
So meaning the culture is with you.
It's everywhere I go, man. Everything I learned so much from b-boying and the hip hop culture that I still use within my life nowadays.
Now, what advice would you give someone wanting to get into the hip hop culture? Like someone that doesn't know nothing about that, it's actually even a culture. And it's like, if like kind of like when somebody's asking for directions and they stop you and you're walking in the street, excuse me, and they're saying, where can I find out about hip hop culture? Like, well, where would you point them? Like, what would you tell them?
Nowadays, it's just so much easier, man. It's not like when I came up, like there wasn't really like Instagram or social media. So I would say go on social media, type in your city, and then put hip hop culture.
And that's it?
And that's it. Something will come up, an event will come up. A flyer of an event will come up. A video promoting that event will come up. For example, you type in right now, like, we're in Orlando now, so you put in Orlando hip hop event. Mad events will come out. Go to those events, you'll meet other like-minded people that like hip hop, and then you network. That's a big thing. You have to network within those cultures and those, if it's hip hop, you have to network within the culture. So that means going to events, going to parties. Back then people would just go to parties. Eventually they turned into jams. Eventually those jams turned into competitions. Like
You're in the hip hop culture, and it doesn't matter what that person wants to do. Meaning, if they want to, let's say, DJ, boom, they come in and they find that person,
well,
and
guess
they
what?
get into DJing.
Exactly, at that hip hop event, if there has to be music. So who's gonna be playing the music? The DJ.
Then that
Even if it takes waiting to the end when the dude's breaking down to be like, hey man, I loved your set. Start the conversation, start the network.
And let's say they go into like a MC competition where they're battling each other. Maybe there's no b-boys, but there's just MCing. You could still talk to those people, and they could connect you to the other elements of hip hop.
Bingo,
Like breaking, which I don't know who that person is. Breaking.
Who's that?
I don't know.
Yo, that's Burok used to do that freeze.
Yes, that's Burok's move.
Hold on, kid. That's another one.
There you go. So that's a bite right there, whoever that guy is. Then you got the graffiti writers.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And
man, you type in art events nowadays, and especially nowadays, there's so much art that's inspired by graffiti. So a lot of these like modern artists nowadays, they probably used to be graffiti artists.
Yep.
It's insane.
And you go into one of these hip hop culture events. At the end of the event, if they mention all the elements and you see it all there, you probably walk out of there like this.
Yo, you gotta put that on a shirt.
Yo, for real. Like that, you walk out of that bitch. Look at that.
If you make that a shirt, I'm buying it.
Dope.
That's fresh. That's really fresh.
Yes, man. And do you feel that there's like a lack of respect for the elders in the hip hop culture?
Yeah, I do think like I don't go to that many jams anymore because we work on the weekends doing gigs and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But like every chance I can, I do try to make it out, and I feel like it's a lot different. It's obviously a lot different than what it was 10 years ago.
Now, do you think they don't respect the elders, the dudes that like the new generation now, or do you feel that
I feel like there's still respect. There's still respect within the elders that are still popular. And what I mean by popular is the elders that are still like, on Instagram and they're on YouTube and they're still kind of like technically relevant.
True. Now,
there's some respect. I feel like there is.
In the current state of hip hop culture, what is something you would like to change? Like what's going on right now? Like what would you like to change? Like, and remember, you could say, I don't want to change anything. It's your choice. It's whatever you feel like saying.
I don't know. I mean, if it was my personal...
Yeah, like let's say you have your hand in the cookie jar like everyone else, and you could change, and they go, hey, because you have that hand in the cookie jar, you have the opportunity of changing something. What would it be?
I think it would be to talk to the promoters to try to bring in more elements within the jams. And what I mean by jams, to those that don't know, is the events. That's what we call events. So I would say bring in more elements and / competitions, because which we call battles. So I would say if there's a b-boy battle, don't just make it a b-boy jam, make it a hip-hop jam, like how it used to be. Because back then, all the jams I used to go to, there was always a black book battle or a graffiti battle outside. They would set up a wall and two graffiti artists would go at it. And there was always a graffiti battle somehow within black books or within a wall outside or something. And then in the inside, Emcee battles. They need to bring that back. I think that's like a lost thing. It's not a lost thing because they do it in their own way, but I'm talking about bringing it back to the like hip hop culture and jams. Obviously have popping battles separately from the b-boy battles. have locking battles separately from the popping and the b-boy battles. You know, the b-boy battles, and you know, I think that would make the scene a lot better, man. Bringing it
I,
back to like the roots of how they used to do it in the 90s and early 2000s, man.
so back,
I definitely miss that.
so you missed like that culture
Yeah,
vibe
I
of.
miss that. Like, yeah, we're gonna go to like, yeah, we're going to the b-boy jam, but like you said, b-boy jam, you really meant hip hop jam because you're gonna go to the jam and you're gonna see graph writers. You're gonna always see MC battles, which are freaking hilarious. I freaking
Mhm.
miss that. And then you know you're gonna see the b-boys and the lockers and the poppers, and it's like that's a hip hop jam. I miss those hip hop jams.
And what's the one that you can remember that if you could think about that moment, what jam was that you're like, damn man, I could remember this jam like
Like recent,
official
like recent or back in the day.
back in the days because it's not the same as back in the days.
Nah,
Because you
nah. I
mentioned
would say,
pro-ams.
yeah, I would
You
say the early pro-ams, obviously not the later ones. After like 2000, like I think like after like what do you think? Like 2009, 2010, it fell off. I think like 2009 was the last good one, and it was already like falling off. That it was just focused on b-boying. That's it. It wasn't like,
yes.
but you know, the early pro-ams, obviously, the early b-boy summits, the early freestyle sessions.
Yeah,
Obviously,
man.
the early Rocksteady jams, the early.
Because dude, the early like jams like pro-am, one of the things that in pro-ams they used to do, they have the DJ competition, you
Right,
got MCs, you have all the elements, like you said.
right,
And
right.
the crowd, they will all be involved. Now you have more spectators than the people that are spectators. They're not involved with everything. They're just standing there. They're involved in showing up, but they're not really fully involved because they're not all doing it. Like it was a different flavor. Like
It was a
like just
different flavor.
showing you this right here, like that time, like the ultimate circle. Like look at those people and how everybody
Everyone's standing up.
clapping,
Everyone's standing up for the most
everyone
part.
standing up, and everyone clapping. Like people, the emotions are high. Like
You know what it is too, Flash? Like people are. I'm gonna use the word desensitized. What is it?
desensitized.
Desensitized. I can't even say that word. People are like numb to like being in the moment because they're so used to seeing everything on their phones.
Yes.
So like leading up to these events and like these competitions, people already seen it a million times on their phones. So then when
Mm-hmm.
they see it on in person, it doesn't mean as much. So yeah, man. I mean that plays a big. Social media plays a big, and YouTube plays a big part in that.
So
Because
social
like back
media.
then, we didn't like in the beginning we didn't have YouTube, dude. We couldn't see other people's moves. We had to wait till like the VHS came out or the DVD. Like yo, so it meant more like, man, like we're not gonna see this other crew or all these other like talented graffiti artists and MCs and you know all these awesome talented people for like another 3 months till the next jam. But nowadays you could be like, oh, let me look these people up that are gonna be at the jam. It kind
That's
of
it.
it loses it, man, and that's like, man, like I'm glad I was able to live that.
You were
It's all,
actually
you know what
last
it
of the
is?
Mohicans in
No, you
that.
know what it is? The anticipation. People don't have the anticipation anymore. That feeling of like, yo, how's it gonna be? Yo, what's this guy gonna do? Yo, what's gonna happen at the jam? Nowadays, I could go to a jam and be like, I know what everybody's gonna do. It's
So
like
the
going to a show. 'Cause, you know, like we do shows, and I'm in entertainment. It's like going to a show and knowing for the first time going to a show and sitting down in the theater and before the show even starts, I know every line of the show. It's like
yeah, like after a while, you
I'm
just
not
showing up to
surprised.
show up.
Yeah, I'm not surprised, and it's fine to like go to shows multiple times because you love them. But it's like with live shows, you never get the same thing twice if you really think about it. It
No,
could
of
be the
course
same
not.
line, but like something, especially for like I don't know. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like theater, like yeah, there's lines, but it's you know a person can't be a robot, so it's not gonna be perfect every time. You know what I'm
Definitely,
saying?
definitely.
So that's why I always love live. You know, I love videos and I love film, and I'm kind of like steering more in that lane. For the next part of my life, but like I'm still always gonna live. I love live shows. Like
Now, what is something you can contribute to the culture to make it better?
what is
So,
something you can contribute to the culture to make it better?
yeah, something right now that you know, Johnny Tsunami, Exclu the Only, Hollywood Johnny.
Honestly, within my realm, because I do entertainment, I love when I'm able to I love when I'm able to give up and coming b-boys and up and coming artists opportunity to make money doing what they love.
Okay, so that's your contribution
Right.
of hooking,
100%.
giving people the opportunity to make money.
And giving the right people the opportunity, because I could give everybody opportunities, but can I trust those people? So
Yeah,
if I
yeah,
see somebody that's like, man, I really like this guy. He looks like he's trustworthy, and he looks like he really loves what he's doing. I want to give him an opportunity, and that's going to be within anything. It doesn't just have to be b-boying.
dope, dope, dope. Now, we're getting almost to the end of the show, and there's a few questions that's going to be more in depth about yourself. And this is one of the hardest questions that I've noticed, and who I've interviewed, they've had a tough time with these questions, but it's pretty good because it will make you think. And you don't have to answer if you don't want to, but if you don't have the answers, at least after the show, it will have you thinking about that question I'm going to ask you.
Right.
And and I had to limit it to a certain amount of numbers, and you'll see why, because we could be here forever. So right now, the question is, if you can't have the last dinner with any three people, dead or alive, who would it be and why? Meaning these people they could already passed away. So let's imagine you're sitting on a table, sitting on a chair, and there's three chairs available. This is your last meal. After this, gone. Darkness. Whatever happens after we go, or wherever we go. But this is your last meal, and you need these three people, whether you could bring them from the past, because you want to have this last meal right there. You want to make sure that the three of them are there. Who would it be? And I'll give you some time, to think about it.
Man, who would it be?
Yes, three. Your family, you got celebrities,
you can have the last dinner with any three people, dead or alive.
Yeah.
Who would it be and why?
Yes, like why are you choosing these three people to sit with you? Because this is the last dinner. After that, like it's the end.
Man, that's a good question, man. That's a good question. I wasn't expecting that question. That's tough, man.
It's three.
That's tough, man. I gotta think about it.
Like, yeah, you have to think about it. Of course.
Man, I gotta think about it because
it's three.
I really want to give the good answer of who I think.
Just really think about this is your last meal, and
I would do it. I would obviously say with one of my loved ones.
Okay, so one of them is it going to be your mom, your dad, like
my dad.
Your dad?
Yes.
So your dad is okay. Your dad deserves a seat.
He definitely deserves a seat for sure.
Okay. Well, everyone deserves a seat, but
everyone deserves a seat. I would have to say everyone deserves a seat.
But you want in this question your dad to be sitting on that chair.
Yes.
Will he be on the right or on your left side?
The left.
Okay. So now you got two chairs available. You gotta sit two people there. It could be people that are alive right now. It could be people that you would love to have a conversation with. Because, you know, after this is your last meal.
Right,
So,
the last one.
yeah,
Right.
so you got to think
That's
about
a
who
good
this is.
question. I'm trying to think. Oh, I mean, I guess because I look up to him nowadays. Pat Bit David.
Okay, Papa David, that's a good one. So you will sit with the man. Will he be in front or on your right side?
He would sit on the right.
Okay, so he's on your right. So
My
now,
dad, my Pat.
okay. So you got one more. You got one more. Now I noticed both of them are still alive.
Yes.
So I'm not trying to push you to pick someone that passed already, but I'm just saying you have the choice if you want to bring somebody from the dead and sit them down. But if you have someone else that is alive, it could still be loved ones or anyone, and it's your last meal.
Man, that's a good question. Flashback.
Go ahead, brother. You got that one chair, and that spotlight is hitting on it.
One more person right in front of me, right?
Yep.
Man, that's tough, man. I definitely would say somebody that's gone and we can't speak to anymore.
Would it be one of your grandparents? Would it be one of your...
I'm trying to think of somebody that I've never met and maybe I've wanted to speak to in the past.
Okay.
And bring back to life. That's a good question, man. Let me think, man. Oh, man, I just have so many... I have so many people that... Can I start naming names?
Yeah, just like that chair.
Man, there's so many people, man. Fred Astaire. He was a great entertainer. So I'm trying to think of somebody that's within my realm.
Okay, like entertainment.
Yeah.
Like Frank Sinatra, nah?
Frank Sinatra?
Fred Astaire, because he was an amazing entertainer.
He was an amazing entertainer, man. Not only dancer, he was an amazing entertainer all around.
Okay.
Man, I'm trying to think, man. That's a good question.
So your dad is basically representing your family.
Yes.
Okay. So now Pat Bet David is representing your business life.
Yes, and he has a lot of knowledge.
And now you're I see what you're doing. And now you got the entertainment, you're frozen again. So
and we obviously has passed. We can't speak to about them anymore.
So now you got entertainment in front of you. So whoever that person is, you got family, which is personal family.
Right.
On the right, you got business, your life. You know, you gotta, your businessman.
I'm trying to think, man, because that's a good question. I would say you. Flashback.
Me?
Yeah.
Me?
Yes.
Oh man, why me, bro?
Yes, man. Because you're just so open-minded, man, and you're easy to speak to.
Oh shit, man. I appreciate that. I did not expect that one, man. That's like it's an honor.
Man,
like, damn, bro.
I could think about it all night long, but I will think about it too. But if I had to pick right now, so I'll have my dad, the Cajun Latino, the only Cajun Latino. I'll have Pat Bet David, and then I'll have Flashback.
Oh man, that's an honor. Now I'll tell you one thing.
That'll be
that dinner. Imagine that dinner, bro.
That'll be sick.
Like that.
Guess what? You know why? Because I like entertainment, right? And you're a really great storyteller. Patrick is a really great storyteller, and my dad's a great storyteller. Bro, come on, man.
Okay. I'm gonna take that. I'm flattered right now. I don't even know how to feel to be honest with you. But now, what would you pick as your last dinner, as your last meal?
Ooh, what would I pick as my last meal?
Now remember, you could put as much food as you want on that table.
You guys are all there, right?
We're all there. We're all gonna eat.
Ooh, man, what would I pick as my
And
last
you
meal?
remember, you don't have to eat the whole thing. You could have a
Ooh,
few donuts,
pick,
whatever
okay,
it is.
cool. I would pick some arroz con pollo.
Arroz con pollo, okay. So for the people that don't understand what arroz con pollo is, that's white rice with, would it have beans?
No
No beans.
con pollo
So
with,
this is okay. So this is chicken and rice.
And I would yes, chicken and rice, but yellow.
And
rice,
I'm hungry right now, bro. I'm so hungry.
It would have to be from my abuela Mirin's.
Ooh, damn.
Yes.
Is she
the best arroz con pollo?
Is she still with us?
She's still with us, man.
Man, damn.
Yes.
I got you're mentioning that, man. You better get some of that food one day for me.
Next time I go to Miami, I'll bring some back and I'll give
bro,
it to you.
Get that Tupperware and you be like, yo,
I got you, man. I'll bring it back.
Oh,
every
man.
time I go visit, I always have to bring nevera.
Okay.
But
so you got that.
Pollo, I would have some sweet plantains, plátanos.
Plátano maduro.
I would have Lucy's pasta.
Oh man, I haven't tasted that either. Damn.
Yes. And man, I would have. Did I say? Oh, empanadas.
Some empanadas. You're gonna have some empanadas there. The Cuban empanadas. Okay.
Man.
What else? No pizza? Because you're a Ninja Turtle, aren't you a Ninja?
Yeah. You gotta have some.
Slice of pizza?
Some pizza? No, like 2 boxes. And extra sauce, because I'm saucy.
Okay. You like that marinara, extra marinara, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Man, if you want to get crazy with it, like,
get crazy.
We're gonna get unhealthy, obviously.
Well, it don't matter. It's your last meal.
It's your last meal, I would throw some mozzarella sticks in there. I would throw some Krispy Kremes in there. Oh man. I would throw so much in there, man. But yeah, those are the main things right there I would throw if it was the last one. Oh, throw some ribs in there.
What else?
I would throw a nice steak in there, even if it's just one bite. Because how you gonna fit all that in one sitting? That's tough. But yeah, I would definitely throw a steak in there.
Nice. Okay. Are you done with that? That's it?
Shoot, man.
Nothing to drink?
Oh, some churros.
Oh, some churros. Okay.
Some churros from Miami, though.
Oh, man. You're going to have that little sauce thing that you put in there?
Yeah. Shoot, man. I'm not a drinker, but, at the end, I would throw some Cuban cafe in there at the end. I'm not a drinker. But if I did have to have one cocktail, I would do old fashioned.
So everyone in the table will have an old fashioned, including your dad, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm down with that old fashioned.
I actually just had a really good old fashioned at this one spot. I determine whether a bar is good if they can make a good old fashioned. If they can't, you can't. I mean, if you mess up an old fashioned, that's not a good bar. But anyway, I had a banana cinnamon old fashioned.
Whoa.
Yo, that's the truth.
That's
the truth.
Very weird because I'm like a very weird person with bananas. Like
me too, but I didn't even taste the banana. It was so good.
Oh, okay. So it had a little hint of it.
Yeah, it was like marinated. They infused it with it.
All right, okay. You gotta take me and Kay over there one day then.
I will. It was like one of the best old fashions I've ever had.
All right. So one of our next outings or one of our next, little things, Lucy, you, of course, myself and Kay, let's go out there and you have a little old fashioned.
Yes, sir. But yeah, that would be my last meal option.
Damn, that's official. Now, we got one more for you. This is going to be a quick trivia question, and it's going to be so fast. This is like the favorite part of the show.
Lightning round.
This is speed round. Let's go. We're going to give you one word. After I put that word on the screen, you can only say one word. Whatever comes to your mind, you look at it. Whatever it tells you, like whatever it is, you say that. But it has to be fast. And if you can't say it, you don't know that person, just say skip.
Copy.
So you're gonna Words are gonna pop out.
We gotta try to keep the momentum.
Momentum. So you're gonna go full screen right now. Let me take this away right now, real quick. Okay, boom. All right. So now names are gonna pop out. You're gonna say only one word. Speed round. And if you don't know the person, you say skip. And if you don't want to say anything, you just say skip.
All right.
Because sometimes something could happen. Somebody doesn't want to say a comment. You just say skip. Ready? Set. Go.
Official. Skip. The only. Interesting.
Okay.
The truth. The only truth. Love it. Like its policies. Love. Skip. Skip. Fresh Prince. Skip. Salsa. Truth. Skip. Snake. Wait, go back. Oh, I read that wrong.
Who you thought it said? Say who you thought it said. It don't matter. Hurry up.
No, I don't know why. I thought that was Medusa.
I see why when you say it's Medusa. It's all good. It's a magic trick, brother.
Go ahead.
So what would you say, Mother Teresa?
Mother Teresa, skip. Skip. Knowledge. Patriot. Communist. Communist. Innovator.
Okay. Well, you have actually completed the entire show, my brother. You made it all the way to the end. It's official. We're going to take Steve Jobs out of there real quick.
Yeah, what?
You made it all the way to the end, brother. And I appreciate you for doing this. And it's official, bro. We did it, brother.
Nice.
But before we go, we need to plug you in. So right now, we need to plug you in real quick. So we need to know what you're up to these days. Where can people find you, connect with you? Plug yourself in with your info right now.
What's going on, party people, in the place to be? You already know the name's Exclu the Only. You can find me on social media at Exclu the Only. I also go by Johnny Tsunami, aka The Only.
There you go. So this is the end of the show, man. I appreciate you. And like I said earlier, the reason why I did this, I wanted to put a little bit of history. I know we could stay here forever, dude. We could talk. And imagine just saying everything detail by detail. If you have anyone you want to give a shout out to, anyone you want to mention from like your past, your current, present right now, anyone you would like that is going to see this, that will really appreciate you just saying their name. You could throw it in right now if you want. Go ahead, brother.
There's too many to name, but I'm definitely going to shout out you for putting this together, man. This is official. I just want to bless this with my only.
Boom.
There it is, bam.
Boom. It's on the top, too.
Yeah, man. Shout out to, all my friends, families, loved ones, people that I've come in contact with. It's all love. And remember, whatever it takes.
Hell yeah, whatever it takes. You heard the man. That's Johnny Tsunami. Exclu the Only. Let's see a little bit more. Wait.
What you call me?
Wait. Hollywood Johnny, but the one that is new now is the James Bond of b-boying. That was amazing, man. This is Flash Talks. I go by the name of Flashback. That's Exclu, the only. But this is the ending of the show. I love everyone. Yo, Exclu, I love you for doing this, man.
You too, man.
This is official. My regards to the wifey, Lucy. You already know. Peace, brother. And stay in the studio. Don't go. And everybody, good night. Take care. Brush your hair. Peace.
Woo!